Game Killers.
Hello everybody, Game Killer Daddy here, and in today's video we are going to continue talking about what is adaptive damage, part 2, hybrid style. In this video we're going to specifically talk about hybrid champs like Akali and Katarina. There's a lot more, too many to name, but for those of you who don't know, a hybrid champ is, say, for one of her skills, like say their Q, it has a orange attack damage bracket for the damage it does, and also right beside it a green ability powered damage bracket right beside it. So it does, when you hit your Q, it does attack damage and ability power damage. Some of the lesser, like not quite hybrid but sort of hybrid, would be like, say their Q has a green bracket for ability power and their E has an orange one for attack damage. Most of the time you might have three where three of the skills do ability power damage, and you have one for no reason just does attack damage. And usually you don't, it's not that big of a skill most of the time, and you don't really ever focus on stacking up for that one attack damage or ability power, whichever one that one skill does damage for. But anyway, so we are going to talk about hybrids. In this video, I'm going to show you how the ability power works, where it goes, where it jumps to when you stack attack damage or ability power, and how it all adds up. So before we get going, take a second, hit that like button. Where's that? Over here? Down there. You can probably see it right now. Just go ahead and click it. Do it. Do it. Thank you. All right. So let's get going. All right. This is just a room page that I had set up for, that I was going to build for Teemo. We're going to use Akali in this video, because if I don't, everybody's going to say, yeah, but what about Akali? Or, you know, so we're just going to use her, but we're going to use this room page. This isn't a final. I was just testing out different room setups for Teemo, and I came across something that I thought would be really good to show you for this video of how it's working and what's going on. So let me load the game. We'll be right back. All right.
Tread lightly.
Got my Callie here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock the XP level so she doesn't level up, because in a minute I'm going to go put her into battle. We'll get to that in just a minute. But let me go ahead and just give myself some gold. Like I said, this was for my Teemo, so please don't pay attention to my summoner spells or anything like that. All we're going to focus on are these numbers over here, and we're going to show you how it works. I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible, but it's hard to be short and give as much detail as possible so everybody understands or it makes sense. So, but I'm going to give it a shot. Here we go. Alright, I gave myself some gold. We are level 1, and for Callie, this is what she starts off with. And what we're going to simply do is just go ahead and buy this. Oh wait, I want to show you first. It's this right here is what we're going to be paying attention to. This one and this one, if we get to it. It's just attack speed. It doesn't mean anything right now. That doesn't mean anything. It does give you adaptive damage, but it's only for 10 seconds. But hopefully maybe we'll get into that as we go kill Darius here in a second. Alright. But this right now, look, it says current bonus 10 attack damage, because we only have attack damage. That's going to change, so let me show you. Let's just go ahead and buy this, and I really like how this comes out 98. That's my life so much easier, and believe it or not, it worked these numbers came out the same for Teemo, Akali, Katarina. I've tried them before making this video, but I figured if I didn't use Akali, people would still keep saying, but what about Akali? So here we are. You better pay attention. Alright, so now we got our Hextech Gunblade. It does 40 attack damage and 80 ability power. So remember that attack damage. Now it does 18 ability power. It goes off the items that you buy. So this item has more ability power on it, so it gives us more the ability power adaptive damage passive of 18 ability power. Because if you add it up, what it would have came to, this would have been minus 18 if you didn't have that passive on, or the Glorious Executioner thing going on. So say you want to add some attack damage, and let me just go ahead and show everybody that doesn't know. See, that one does attack damage. This one does, it has the orange for physical damage, but it also does ability power damage. That's the green, and so does that's right, it's Katarina's that her ult does both. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But this one thing right here is what we're talking about. These stats stack up just like normal when you buy attack damage items or ability power items. What we're going to focus on is the adaptive damage. So right now we have the 18 ability power because we have an item that has more ability power. So let's say we go by an attack damage. We're going to buy the Bloodthirster. Now, with her already base attack damage stats that she had added to with the 80 attack damage on the Bloodthirst, she now has more attack damage. And let me show you. See, now it's back to the plus 10 attack damage. Now, I don't know if that's a typo or something, just an error in the game, because it actually does give you 11. Like it says, I can't move the cursor and point it out. Right above the current bonus, it says plus 11 attack damage. And I will show you the numbers. It does 189. Let's take this away. 98 plus 80. I have it all written down. 98 plus 80 is 178. So 178 plus the 11 is 189. So it really does give you the 11. I don't know why it specifies right here that you're only getting 10 attack damage, because you're actually getting the 11. So maybe I can send this video to Riot and let them know that they have a typo. Well, let's keep going. Let's go back and get some more ability power, and we're going to use the Morellonomicon because it has an even 100 ability power. It makes math really much simpler and the video go quicker. So right now we have the plus 10, which is really 11, attack damage, adaptive damage, and that brings our attack damage up to the 189. And as you notice, this number dropped because you're not getting the passive for ability power anymore, the adaptive damage. So let's get this, and see, now that dropped back down and we have 198 here, and here now we're back to the 18 ability power. So if we do the math on that, if we take it away, 80 plus 100, of course, is 180. I've got all this written down. So we add it back. 180 plus the 18 ability power gives you 198. Pretty simple. That's pretty straightforward, and it worked the exact same for Teemo, Katarina, and so it'll work the same for any other of the hybrid champs based off whether you have more items that have attack damage on them or ability power on them. So to get into what this passive does, collect eyeballs for champion and ward takedowns. You gain an adaptive bonus of either 0.6 attack damage or 1 ability power per eyeball. And what we're going to do, like it says here at the bottom, collect 2 eyeballs per champion takedown. And a takedown is just a kill. So you'll get 2 ability power for killing a champ. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to run over here and kill Darius real quick. That's kind of hard to do with just one skill with Katarina. So I'm going to cheat for a second and just jack my stuff way up to run over there and kill him, hopefully. And we're going to show you what happens. We'll take it all off so we don't get confused with the math. Right now we have 0 out of 20 eyeballs collected, and once we get it, we'll show you how that adds your adaptive bonus damage to either your attack damage or your ability power. So let's go kill Darius.
We travel the
Hopefully.
same path.
We are just, let's do it this way because he's probably going to run from us. We'll teleport up here, and then we'll come in. Hey Darius, you're not going anywhere. Alright, so now we killed him. Let's get to safety. There's a shield for my Bloodthirster saving me. We'll just get back here on the base. Alright, so now we have gained adaptive force gain 2. We've got 2 out of 20. So we now have 2 ability power. So let's look at it. Oh, let's remove everything that we didn't need. 1, 2, 3. All right. See, now we're back at 200. We were at 198. And so now we've got the +2 ability power. And if you swap it, say we buy another damage. What's a good damage? Let's say something like this. So 178 plus 70 should be 248. Let's buy it. But it's not. It's 248. Let me move this out of the way. It's the 248 plus 2 attack damage now, which makes it 250, plus now we have our 10 attack damage. That gives us 60. 248 plus 2 plus 10. What happened to that 1 point? I don't know. Either way, but you see what's going on. You see how the adaptive damage is jumping around and how the numbers add up. That's what's going on. So if I went and killed him again, I would have 4 more ability power. Well, I would have 2 more, and a total of 4. And that's how it all adds up. So I hope I answered all your questions. I hope that makes sense. Please feel free to leave a comment down below if there are any other questions. But that's pretty straightforward. That's how the adaptive damage works. It goes off if you have more attack damage items. that's where the adaptive damage is going to go. If you have more ability powered items, that's where the adaptive power damage is going to go. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It's right over there. Click it, click it, click it. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It makes me feel like, you know, people appreciate what I'm doing. It motivates me to make more videos like this one. But I hope this one helped you out and helps explain what adaptive damage is, how it works, where it goes. It does this for all hybrid champs. It works the same way for just regular champs, like a Nasus. Say, you know, you want to go AD Nas or you want to go AP. It doesn't matter. Your adaptive damage will adapt to the items that you purchase. So I hope that answered all your questions. Be sure and subscribe if you want to stay up to date for the Game Killer's latest videos. Till the next time, this is Game Killer Daddy saying peace and God bless.